Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Mateo, owner of BOXR, another episode of In the Corner. And today, I got actually a very special guest, my boy Jason Ingwaldson.
Boom, 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 boom. Hey.
Yo, cut that fake smile off your face before I wipe it off for you, bro.
Bye, bye.
Come on, bro.
Got a smile.
All right. Have a seat. Yo, so this is one of my closest friends, brother. I'm very honored and proud to have him here on the show today, only because he plays a great important role within BOXR. You know, he's been on this journey ever since I opened up the second facility. And I got a few questions for him, you know what I mean? I want the people to know exactly who you are, all right, where you come from, and why the Faith Fighter.
My name is Jason Ingwaldson. I'm from Southern California. And I started off in martial arts when I was 5 years old. And at 10 is when I started boxing. And I remember my first day before the boxing gym, how I got started into boxing. My friend, he played football, Eddie Rivera. He invited me to his boxing gym. So I went there, and now in martial arts, I'm the black belt. I'm thinking I'm the bad boy. Now this gym's in LA, and Baldwin Park. So again, I think I'm the tough guy. And I go in the ring, and I'm like, hey, I think I'm the bad boy around. And the coach puts me in with someone else. And in martial arts, it's like 1 point, like point, stop here, 3 points to win. But in boxing, it's nonstop. So I get in the ring, and I'm like kind of squared up. I remember I hit the kid, boom, hit the kid with 1 punch. He came back with 10 punches, bit. Man, he beat me up so bad. So bad. He just annihilated me. Now at the time, I was 60 pounds, he was 55 pounds. And man, I was beat up so bad. But what made me was, I came back the next day, and I stayed with it.
There you go. All right.
And
why the Faith Fighter, but?
Well, I had a long career in boxing, and I dealt with a lot of injuries, a lot of things that came up against me, and I had to fight through all that. And I fought through that with faith. And so I was given the name the Faith Fighter in 2015, because every year I dealt with, make a long story short, my career ended in boxing due to medical issues with my brain. Currently I have brain damage. That's what's wrong with my head. So, and I'm thankful that
now, I want to stop you there for 1 sec.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I want you to sort of emphasize a little bit on, you know, you had a great amateur career. You've been boxing for such a long time. You were probably one of the only white boys in the country that was amongst, you know, a lot of the other inspirational fighters like Floyd Money Mayweather and all these guys coming up. And you were like the one that would stand out from the rest, right?
Yes.
Very hard to see a white boy that was naturally gifted and talented, you know, with fast hands and abilities to be able to be amongst the best amateurs in the country. Now, when you got the head injuries, emphasize and explain a little bit more on how this came about and how you had to fight through it, and to what extent did it really affect you for you to be able to, like, you know what, I can't do this no more.
Well, like I said, I started boxing when I was 10 years old. At 13 years old, I was a junior Olympic champion. By age of 15, I was a national junior Olympic champion.
Yeah.
And by age of 17, I was given the award of Boxer of the Year, 1997. Others have achieved this goal. I mean, like, of course, you have Oscar De La Hoya, Mayweather, and top championship boxers achieve that. And I'm so thankful I did that at 17 years old. So next thing you know, they moved me to Las Vegas. I was moved out there to continue my career in a bigger way, because that's where all the pros at. That's like the fight capital of the world, is Las Vegas. So here I am. I'm in Las Vegas, doing my thing. I'm in the ring with some of the greats like Floyd Mayweather, and I had the blessing to spar with him many times. That was great. And my career was taking off. It was going bigger and bigger. I was rated #1, Boxer of the Year, 97, 98, 99. But in end of 98, something was not right. Something started to feel a little funny in my head. I never got hit, never got knocked out, nothing like that. Never got hit with like big shots, nothing like that. But I just felt something was not right. And so 1999 comes, I fought in the Pan American Games representing the United States, and everything's going great, but something at that match was not right before the match. And I remember before my match, the doctors came to my room where I was staying at just to check me out because they felt something was wrong. And they checked me out and said, okay, you're okay, you can box. And long story short, I boxed that match. In the first round, he hit me with like a soft punch and I slipped. And I went down and I tried to get up real fast. And then I got up real fast where I kind of slipped again and they stopped the fight. And I was fine. Then the doctor talked to me and said, how are you doing? I said, I'm fine. Answered a few questions, he said he's fine. But the referee waved his hand, so the fight was over. But after that fight, I'm in the dressing room with my coach Pops. That's my spiritual father, that's my everything. And I was at really a low time in my life right there. It was like, I came from the best of the best, boxer of the year, winning one term with Muhammad Ali, where I became Ali Cup champ. So much stuff I achieved. And to right before the Olympics, which was my goal, my dream, to go after the Olympics in 2000, my brain was not there. There was something wrong. And so I prayed with my coach over there in Winnipeg, Canada.
And who went to the Olympics in 2000?
That was actually Marshall Martinez. He was actually my training partner. And I remember we fought in 1999. I have a win against him in 99. And but then, so it was just hard. It was very difficult. But then again, Marshall Martinez, that was the kid I came up with, training partner. And then, but outside of that, my brain was not doing so good. So the doctors checked me out. They did an MRI, make sure everything was fine, and they found bruising around my brain. They said, your career's done with. It's over with. That's it. You're done. So,
how'd you take that? You know, knowing that boxing was everything to you. You were working so hard towards it. You had a dream, and then all of a sudden, you know, it was just like felt like it was stripped away. But how did you deal with it, and what were you feeling at the time?
Well, I left home at a young age to go after my dreams and goals, and to live with my coach, and left my home, left my mom, my dad, left everything, and to go after my dreams. And I was right there. I was offered right there. I was even offered a $1 million contract. I turned down because I was being offered a $5 million contract to turn pro, but I turned that down because I was offered that because you don't see a white guy boxing doing the thing I'm doing in the ring. I'm there with Floyd Mayweather. I'm going out with Johnny Tapia, different world champs. I'm doing my thing in the ring, and it's going amazing. So when they told me to come box, that was the hardest thing to hear. You can't box.
Yeah.
They even said I couldn't even do a push-up. The doctor said my brain was so damaged. Can't do a push-up. Can't shadow box. Can't do nothing. I can walk slowly. That's what they told me. I can walk slowly. And tell me that was the hardest thing because I went from the very top of the top, boom, all the way to the bottom like that. And at this time, my faith in God, my Lord and Savior, I'm so thankful because that's been my life, it's been my heart. Wherever I went, I kept my faith. I'm strong on faith. That's how I got the faith fighter, my faith. I fight through everything with faith. I believe I have it before I have it, and in time I'll have it. Whether tournaments, inside the gym or outside the gym, I go after it with faith. And that was a huge part of my life. So when my career ended, I shouted at God, I screamed at God, because every country I went to, I always took memorial of my values. Everywhere I went, I kept God by my side, in my heart, wherever I went. I talked to the guys on the team. That's what I did. I brought God's glory wherever I went to. So when everything ended, it was like, what?
Yeah.
I screamed to God, said, yo, I took your name everywhere I went. I praised your name, gave you glory, everywhere. And now my career's over? Really? I mean, everything I had, everything, all my hopes and dreams. And it was like all throughout my career though. It was like at a young age, I had dreams, I had goals, and I had big things that I wanted to do. And every time I went after those dreams, goals, and big things I wanted to do, something always came after me, tried to stop me. Every single time, tried to stop me. When I was 5 years old, I was in martial arts. When I was 7 years old, I was hit by a car, I was a body cast when I was 7. Never supposed to have athletic life. Boom, add the body cast. First degree black belt. After the doctor said I'd never have athletic life, I didn't prove the doctors wrong, I just proved that my God was right. And over again, every country I went through, something always came up against me, but I kept my faith and I never gave up. Over and over again. So here I am, 2010, after years of seizures. They took me off the medication, so So I'm like, wow, I felt great. I felt amazing because I suffered through seizures in my boxing career. Fast forward 2 years, everything's going fine. I live my life. I'm happy again. My life is going great. Something happened. My mom's visiting town. I was seizure free for 2 years, and all of a sudden, in my apartment, with my mom was there, thank goodness, I had 8 seizures and I went unconscious.
Wow.
My mom, she's 5 feet tall, Latina. She picked me up, dragged me in the car, rushed me to the emergency room where they had shocked my body, and where I was put in an induced coma. And they said he should wake up. We don't know how he'll be. We don't know. I woke up 3 days later, but I couldn't walk and I couldn't talk. They had to teach me walking inch by inch. And it was so hard because I'm walking inch by inch. Family members are staring at me like I'm mentally handicapped, gone. And it hurt so bad inside my heart because as I'm walking inch by inch, everything's going through my head like, man, I remember I was up here. I was way up there, the best of the best at one time. Boom, it's so funny, I had a bodyguard when I was 17 years old.
Wow.
And yeah, one time they had me set to go big, and then all of a sudden, boom, came crashing down. And I didn't understand it, like, what's up with this?
Yeah.
It's like all these trials. So I'm walking inch by inch thinking all this stuff. I said, no, Jay, keep your faith. All those years, I told everybody when I went through all those seizures, one day I'll be healed. One day I'll have my life back in. One day I'll have my life, boom, back like I want it. And they sent me home crutches and a walker. When I woke up 3 days later, boom, I stood up to my feet. My body was back. My body was back, walking, talking, everything. And each day I got stronger and stronger and stronger. And now everything I'm doing right now, doctors have no explanation.
It's incredible.
It's a miracle,
bro.
but I never lost faith.
Yeah.
That's why faith is super huge in my heart and soul. Wherever I go, I got my shirt, the Faith Fighter. That's my heart. Everything I do in my life, it's like faith.
Amazing.
Faith is the substance to hope for and the evidence that are not seen. I believe it. And that's why I tell everybody, you can achieve it.
Amazing, bro. Amazing. Now, after you got, recovered, and it took some time, how long did it take for you to actually fully be recovered, to be able to go back into the normality of things, of actually holding, because obviously you couldn't fight no more, so what would be your next plan? It was to train people, right? Because what you knew was boxing.
Yeah, that was all I know was boxing. That's my thing. So going back to 2012, September 2012, and I was staying with my older sister Joelle in Las Vegas, staying with her, and I stayed across from a coffee shop where I'd walk across the street every day and just kind of write. I'm writing my own book, just kind of write my own book. I just write stuff down, chapters down, like I'm writing my autobiography, as you would say, and my brain was getting better and better and better as days went by. And then I started, there was a gym down the street. It was an MMA gym called Syndicate. And I went there, talked to them, and just told them about myself a little bit, and they hired me as a boxing trainer for a couple of MMA fighters. And plus, they hurt me in the past, because I'll rewind a little bit. In 2005, I was hired by Dana White to be Dana White's personal trainer, as well as Frank Fertitta.
Amazing.
And they're the owners of UFC, and Frank is the president. So I'm thankful that I was training with him in 2005. But during that time, I was having seizures. So it was very difficult. So one day I had to shake Dana White's hand and tell him I can't train no more. I got to take care of my health. So fast forward 10 years, I'm at this gym. They kind of knew about me a little bit. And next thing you know, I'm training MMA fighters, working at a gym, but through the boxing workout. So I'm doing that. Then next thing you know, I get a call from people who connect with Roy Jones. And that was really, really, really amazing. So next thing you know, boom, I get a call regarding Roy Jones. I'm like, what? Roy Jones wants me to come train at his gym, to be one of their head trainers at the gym and run the gym. I'm
amazing.
Like, wow, that's my dream right there. That was huge right there. And so here I am. I'm with Roy Jones Jr. I'm like, wow, someone I looked up to. That's like, wow, that was big.
Icon.
Roy Jones, I'm like, wow. So boom, I'm at Roy Jones, gym manager at Roy Jones, running the gym, training fighters here and there. And that was the next big step in my life.
Huge.
It was like, and my health is, boom, it's strong and still getting stronger. I'm still getting better. So I was there for a little while, and that went great. It went really good.
Now, who would you have to say, as far as, you went out the boxing game from being a fighter to being a trainer now, and then from just being a trainer, it wasn't just to train regular people, but you did train some professional fighters, right?
Yeah.
Who are some of the names that you actually trained, like you trained within their career to build them up?
Well, actually, one fighter, through my friend Ruben, he called me and said, I need you to see this. One of my friends, Jason, his name is Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia. You'll see him as he trains in his garage.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, cool. So one day I went over to his house in Victorville, California, and I go in his garage, and here I am. I put him some pad work, and they were kind of blown away, like, whoa, we like you, Jay. We like your personality. We like you. We like what you got to offer.
Yeah.
We like your intelligence. We want you part of a team.
It's amazing.
I'm like, boom. So next thing you know, I'm training Ryan Garcia, and I actually trained him for his first 15 pro fights.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, it was great.
He's coming up now.
Yeah, he's coming up now, big time. And during that time, I lived in Las Vegas, so I would travel down to California and train him, and that was getting a little difficult because once again in professional boxing, I've been in the game, and it's a dirty sport, professional boxing. You know what that is. So one day I decided, I was getting dealing with so much in my own life that I decided, I'm thankful. I called a meeting and I said, hey, thank you very much for part of the team, but I'm gonna go a separate way because I got other things that I have to handle.
Yeah.
Because in Las Vegas at the time, I was training kids with special needs. That was huge on my heart.
Yeah.
Because before they shocked my body, went into coma, I still remember I was awake and I told them I want to help people, I want to help kids, I want to help adults. That's what I want to do. Boom.
And you did it.
And then fast forward 8 years, boom, I'm able to train kids with special needs, autistic, Down syndrome, arthrogryposis.
It's amazing.
It was just a blessing. And during that time, I got a call from the Benavides brothers.
Yeah.
I'm training Jose Benavides,
Wow.
David Benavides. That was going amazing. And then I get a call from one that everybody knows, Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
His people, they called me, so asked me to train his daughter.
That's huge, bro.
So next thing you know, I'm Mike Tyson's house, training his daughter, Milan. She's a tennis player, amazing young lady, training her. Then I trained some Rocco, training him.
What a journey.
Other son, Miguel.
What a journey, what an experience.
Other daughter, Michael, 4 of his kids, and his wife, Kiki. They're just amazing. Mike Tyson's just amazing. That's just a dream. Driving to his house, next thing you know, Mike Tyson training his kids. Wow. And Mike's sitting there watching me. Whew, that was something else. In front of Mike Tyson.
That's incredible.
It was a huge blessing. It was like God gave me blessings. My career couldn't stop, but in boxing, my career can keep going. But on the outside, I just kept it going. I was able to use my life, my personality, my background, and I stayed humble. And everything I went through, I used it to help out others through my energy, my faith.
That's what it's about,
Yeah.
It's about helping people and filling in that void inside their life that, they can feel as though that they're special for that moment of that hour. You're a teacher, you're a servant to the people.
Yeah.
So by doing that, you're changing people's lives on a daily, from helping those kids to helping the pros to helping out Mike Tyson's kids. You're dealing with a different array of people on a daily basis. It's not just one specific guided niche. It's not just fighters. You've gone down different routes, which has built you up to become an amazing trainer today and a person.
It has, and that's my personality my whole life, no matter what I do. I remember training one young lady, and she was doing so much with her in her life, and she couldn't afford no more training. And I told her one day, I said, you know what? Buy me a Starbucks. Hey, and let's train. She said, you know what? I can't even afford a Starbucks. I said, you know what? Don't worry about that. I'll buy a Starbucks and we'll train. I'm all about boom, giving it back, no matter what. And that's my heart and soul. I'm so thankful.
But you know what? That's why I hand selected you, bro. That's why I called you that day.
Yep.
When I was building out the other facility.
Yes.
And I had to think about who I can really trust to come down and be a part of the growth of what I'm building. What you just explained and displayed to all the people on camera, which I already know, but I don't want them to know, is the fact that the type of person you are is the reason why you're here today, and the reason why you're already becoming successful, and you're a part of something that's bigger than what it really is. We're sitting under this empire. We come from a very old school boxing background. So we understand the boxing game. But how does it feel to be part of something like this now?
Before I moved to Miami, I knew God, I always keep my faith strong, prayers, and I know things are coming my way.
Yeah.
Things are coming my way. Stay on your course, Jay. Keep on doing what's right, what's helping others. That's what I do. And before I came to Miami, I knew something. I'm going for something big.
Yeah.
People said, "Do you ever think about you being something like this?" I said, "Yes." I knew it. I knew it was not going to be big. It was going to be bigger than what I thought. And I came out here. It was in January of 2020.
Yeah.
And I was there, came out here for a week. You called me, Jay, come out for a week. And I said, yeah, you know what? All right, I'll come out there. Came out for a week. Boom, here I am. First time in Miami. And I'm here for a week. And it was just like, the gym had this anointing. I was like, man, it was like, I had this vibe, this feeling. Everybody there was like, man, it was like, I liked it a lot. And it was like, you were telling me your schedule. I'm like, my goodness. I didn't know how you're running it. It was like, I was like, how the heck is this guy running? I was like, good Lord, I gotta pray for this guy.
I need another Mateo.
I was like, my goodness. And then so when I went back home, after the week I went back home, I was like, man, the whole time I'm thinking like, man, what is he doing? I'm like, what is he doing? I'm like, he hasn't stopped doing whatever he's doing. I'm like, man. So then I was training, actually at the time, Joey Beltran and bare knuckle heavyweight champion. Yeah. And so I came out here because the next thing we know, we heard fights were gonna be out here.
We had the Miami. 5 fighters.
5 fighters. So his fight was gonna be in Miami. So next thing I come out here, Joey heard I was out here. So Joey said, Jay, I need to train with you. So I'm going. Joey's like, wherever I went, Joey, boom, I'm there.
Of course.
So came out here, training camp out here.
Successful night we had.
Yeah, successful night. First of all, that training when I came out here, it was like our fight was delayed. It was like months went by. I'm here in Miami. I'm like, well, you know what? I guess Joey was like, you know what, Jay, I like this place. I said, you know what? I do too. So I'm staying. So that's how I stayed in Miami. And it's like been here from the beginning of this new facility. And it's like, man, it's like still going boom, boom. The levels is taking off. It's just been amazing. It's a blessing. And I'm so thankful to be a part of it. It's my hopes and dreams come true because when I was young, I had dreams, I had goals, and I had big things that I want to do. And they all leading to right here. Right here, bro. Right here. Bam! That's what I'm talking about.
I'm very honored, bro. Like I'm very honored, but more importantly, I'm very proud of you, bro. Like you've made a big change in a lot of things to become a better person. I see you how you are with the people. You were a genuine one. You know what I mean? I don't say that about a lot of people, but you were a genuine one, and you're gonna go far, bro, you know, and the doors are bright, you know, they're opening left, right, and center from every angle. I'm just very grateful that I'm able to help you grow, you know what I mean? And help everyone that's a part of this team grow, so we grow together.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. It's a team effort. But apart from that, bro, what is it that, I know that you love training people.
Yeah.
What's your goal?
Training people, that's one part I'm able to do right now. With my body, I have my strength, I have my youth. I'm strong right now. I'm able to do it physically with my body. And eventually, I want to do more motivation speaking.
Love it.
Helping out others through everything I went through.
I think you're a great candidate for it.
That's my thing. About keeping your faith and never giving up, no matter what.
Yeah.
Keep your faith and never give up. That's what I did. And that's how I got to where I'm at. That's how I'm still alive today.
Yes.
I kept my faith and I never gave up. And I want to keep on doing that. And open the eyes to others. Share my light. Share my life. Share my faith. Share my hope. Share my dreams to others. To inspire them and to keep them going, because that's life. It's about helping others. So when my time comes, at the end of my life, my last day, I want this, my whole body, everything I got, I want it to be on empty, because that tells me I gave everything I got. Everything I got. That's what I want to do, no matter what. Everything I got to help out others. And I'm going to keep it at that every single day, grind it out 100% in the best way possible, no matter what time it is. I'm going to do my best I can every single second of the day to help out others. And I'll keep on doing that. Till the day the good Lord calls me home, I'm here.
Bro,
one love.
I respect that to the fullest. You answered the last question I was about to ask you. So, I love you, bro.
Yeah.
Now, I got one favor from you.
I'm listening, brother.
You are gonna be the second person in this facility to sign the BOXR glove. This is gonna get encased for the people that come on this podcast, and they're gonna sign this, and we're gonna encase it, and we're gonna put it right at the front so everybody knows who came on the show and who was able to give inspiration to people that are watching this and to follow your journey. You know what I mean? Now they know a little bit about you, but they're gonna follow you, you know, through your footsteps and your growth. So it'd be an honor, you know, from me to the gym and to the people that you sign this glove.
Hey, I'm down with that. Haha, there we go.
I just can't stand those fingers. Those fingers are scary.
There we go. Boom. There you go, brother.
History in the making. It's right there. So, we gotta get back to the grind tomorrow, bro.
I'm ready.
We gotta get up early. We gotta get back to the grind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I appreciate you, bro, for taking the time out on Sunday, because I know it's church day for you, and it is Easter, and taking the time to be here today and talking, you know, and being amongst, you know, people watching and knowing who you are and a bit about your background. So, if you guys decide at the end of this, make sure to check out Jason's link, follow him, follow his story, you know what I mean? Inside BOXR, we have great people, you know, I have a great team, and you're gonna know every step of, you know, their journeys, of what they went through. Till another episode next time, I'll be in the corner at BOXR. Boom.